thank you guys for tuning in again to Kawaii B. I thank you guys. You can also DM me at KAWAEEB. Let's get right on into it. So, I just want to tell us women and us men that we got to remember that, and I'm talking to myself first and foremost, you guys. I'm not talking to just you guys when I say we got it, okay? I'm talking to me too. But we got to remember that whenever we're released of somebody or we get a chance to be cut away from somebody, whether it be male or female, we do not have to take on somebody else. Like when we get a chance to put someone down, that is a good thing. And so that doesn't mean that you have to take on, I really want this phone to sit up. And I know you are probably thinking, why doesn't she have one of those things that sit up, in the phone, in the car, that would, look presentable, and it would sit up where I can see, or y'all can see me better. But anyway, I don't even trip, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get to still see me or however, but I'm just steady fixing on this thing, and I'm going to steady fix on it until it is right or whatever. So we got to remember that whenever we're like released of somebody, sometimes we okay, you got people around you and they've been around you for a while, okay? But certain ones are cling to you closer than others, right? So the ones that are closer than others, they fall off. For whatever reason, they fall off. And they've been around you for years. So then these new ones are there and around you, and they're getting closer. That doesn't mean that they're chosen to be the ones that you're to help out now. How can I say this without sounding like you don't need to care for anybody? I'm not saying that you don't need to care for anybody. All I'm saying is that when is the time that you allow people to fall off so that you can care for you? Like, when is the time that you allow people to fall off so you can care for or be cared for? When is the time for you to allow God to start caring for you? Do you not think that he removes people so that you can be cared for, or so that you can even get a chance to make room? So he makes room for the husband or the wife that you've been praying for. Like, there has to be some room for that significant other to come in. There has to be availability for you to be seen, or for you to be able to be sought after. There has to be. You're not going to be able to be busy all the time, or under somebody else all the time, in order, and then seen too. Okay, so let me explain something. So I was busy for a couple of months. I was busy here recently, busy every day. And I was excited. I wasn't tripping, And I'm not going to say I don't miss it. But let me tell you what happened. So then all of a sudden, I wasn't busy. This first week I wasn't busy. So what happened was, I was praying. I was like, Lord, make me available. And I was like, remove a stumbling block, remove my stumbling block, remove a stumbling block, make me available. And I didn't even say it out of my mouth, but I said it with my heavenly tongue is what I did. I said it with my heavenly tongue. So, which is way much powerful than you can do it in any kind of way. We'll talk about that on a different time, so for any of you guys who don't understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, you can comment or DM me at KAWAEE space B, and holla at your girl, and I'll explain to you what that means. But I said it with my heavenly tongue, and he actually did it. He did it just like that. So what he did was he put a ram in the bush. I've spoken about it before, and so DM me about it if you want to understand that a little bit more also. So all of a sudden I was driving and I was available. I was available for a young woman and her mother, which usually around this time I'm never available. I ain't never available for nobody but who I want to be available for. And so after this was all over, which I was able to be ministry for somebody, I was like, I was available. And I just sat back and I was like, I was available. And I was just thanking the Lord. And I was like, Lord, I was really available. And I remembered saying, Lord, make me available. Lord, I want to be available. And I didn't say make me available for him. I didn't say make me available for like a husband or like a friend or anything. But I remember in my spiritual language saying, Lord, make me available. Praying, Lord, make me available. But now if I said it in my spiritual language, then I was praying it to the Lord, saying, Lord, make me available. So that's got to be make me available for whatever it is that he has me or wants me to be available for. And that's exactly what he did. So that means I became ministry for him. And so that made it just even more and more awesome. So then the next week comes, and really this is probably the second or the third, maybe I guess the second week. And even in my heartbreak of me not being able to be where I was originally, I am still being able to be available in ministry for what it is that he wants me to do, which is for young women, for the mentoring of young women. And I didn't really realize that that is one of my callings until this week. So sometimes we have to put ourselves aside and just say, what is it that you want me to do? What is it that you would have for me to do? And if he removes people or he removes things out of our life, we have to say, because you got so much in you. You got to know that. Like, once you know that, then you know why come others see you and say, man, they're this and they're that. You might look at yourself and say, I'm not this, I'm not that. I don't have this, I don't have that. But some people see you and they see so much and they don't realize that it's the glory of God upon you. They don't realize that it's really the glory that's upon you that they're looking at. You just like, I don't know. You know, you may shrug your shoulders like, I don't know what it is. But in reality, he may remove some things out of your life so that you're available for something, someone, or more than likely it's something that he has you doing, something that he needs for you to do. So be available for what it is that he needs you for. And it's so much more fulfilling when you allow him to be first in your life. And you don't even know you asking him to be first sometimes. And that's why it's good to know, basically, you know, how to pray. Even if you don't even know how to pray in an English language. Sometimes it's good just to know how to pray. And you don't even know what you're praying for, but it's going to put you on a whole nother level. And it's only for the glory of God. I love you guys. I'll talk to you on another time. Thank you for listening. Bye.